Okay, game number 4, round number 2 on Vale. It is 2-1 to Legendary Snails at the moment. Can iMAGINE do as well as they did to start this round as they did on Summit? If they can, I think they're going to be in a fantastic position to move forward and potentially make this a 2-2 series.
iMAGINE need to focus on the upgrades. This is something they didn't quite pull off last time. Yep, just getting a little bit distracted there. 4 scopes on the left side. They're coming straight to Skylights. No extractor's been dropped yet, so no res damage will be done. Denying that extractor is really good news. Really good damage.
Wob in the vent, getting some seriously good damage on those 2 skulks as the rest of them try to make their way up to Marine start. Able to take down, I believe that was Ray in there. Kingyo waiting outside of Skylights. And that didn't do much of anything for the aliens.
B1 and Onzo made a huge mistake. Sitting in topo building the extractor with 4 skulks dead, you could have pushed into nanogrid and denied it. And
well, they still can. I mean, they gave up the gorge. You know, they went 4 skulks to Skylights with 2 to topo, which means there's no gorge in there right now. So it's Drifter only supporting this. They're in a good position still to push forward. Unfortunately, Ray cleaned up Ancestral there, losing Kingyo for the help. But I think that was still Kingyo hurting from the initial engagement.
Onzo holding just outside of nanogrid. You've got B1, the 2 parasites are tagged and pipeline there. Malga's not parasite though in subsector. That's pretty much a successful build on an extractor there. That's going to set them up with 3, maybe even 4 because Skylights look successful as well. It's a nice start from iMAGINE, but Snails have got that 3rd harvester up in nanogrid even without a gorge. And I'm still thinking that B1 and Onzo should have taken huge advantage from that. I really think they could have done a lot more damage if they pushed. Onzo's got a sculpt dropped on him. Eagle Eye takes an easy kill there, not a problem for him. And for some reason telling the enemy team that his sound has dropped is maybe a mistake because they can take advantage of that, and they definitely will.
So Onzo are actually asking for a pause. We're going to take a pause here. I believe each team is given the opportunity for 2 pauses for the entire series or per round? It's per series. The pause puts obviously a pause on the game state, income, game time, all that fun stuff. It allows players to hopefully fix their problems, and then they can unpause and get back into playing.
What I like to see is there's a couple of the skulks right now focusing on the parasites. You've got Ray and system waypointing. Are we really ready? Okay. Looks like we're good to go. Ray's got the 2 parasites on those guys in the middle of the map. It's so much easier to track and kill them when they've got the parasites on them. And they're probably going to clear the skulks. Really nice job. Ray going low. They don't finish him. Big mistake. They should have finished him.
Well, sometimes it's not your choice.
It is. Same. That's in your hands. 3 skulks are dead. Ray is low. There's only 1 skulk alive who could... Actually, there's no skulks alive who can respond. Nanogrid is done. They could just hold it and take it. Onzo needs to get in there and help, but that's their room if they play well.
Yeah, and this whip not being mature enough yet, does not have bombard, so it's not doing any armor chipping. Kingyo coming through the vent, try to get the backside flank on Ancestral and Wob. Might be able to get it with the assistance of this whip. Medpacks coming down. They do need welds.
Skulks in retaliation attempted a base push because obviously once you lose nanogrid it's very hard to take it back, certainly in this position. They've actually pulled it off with 1 skulk or maybe 2 in nanogrid. Really big mistake to lose to one of your marines there, but they've still got Wob in there and Onzo's holding that right hand side of the map, and they've held their base as well, so it's looking pretty good for iMAGINE. They need to use this and they need to use it hard. This is time to take nanogrid.
This is a great position. We are now at Lurk Res. Kingyo going Lurk. Ray going Lurk as well. I believe Ray is going Lurk. Yes. But they're going to lose nanogrid because of this. They've dropped C12, not pipeline first. C12 still in a pretty aggressive area. As you can see, Onzor is already headed over into that direction.
They need to get back to their base right now.
Oh, yeah, and there we go. They're going straight for the base, but Ancestral waiting at the base, chipping off the Lurk quite a bit, doesn't get the skulk down. Commander's not going to be able to get out of the chair. They've got guys coming back from all directions. Hyvel out of the chair now. They put some damage down onto the arms lab. They've got to get these Lurks down. It's so important that they get these skulks down too. And this is a tough situation.
Double AP is respawning 2 guys every 10 seconds. They've brought everyone back to defend, even Wob, who was the furthest away there. They've got 4 Marines to defend and 2 respawners. The Lurks are completely trapped in between all these Marines.
Down goes the first Lurk. Down goes the
GG.
second lurk. That is totally GG at this point.
Nailed that defense.
My goodness. Well played by IM and Zestro holding back at the base, knowing how open they were. That was so smart. Wow. They still cleared
Really
Nanogrid. Well played by them. The whip's still alive at 44%. C12 up. Pipeline going up right now. That's going to take them back to 3 harvesters. But they're in a great position to go and push that really hard right now and delay those fades drastically.
Rice made a good decision. Take C12 and Pipeline. They're still on 3 harvesters, and if they get Nanogrid back after that push that they just forced, they could be up to 5 harvesters, which would be a nice recovery from them. iMAGINE should not be allowing that or accepting that. Onzo with the double kill, doesn't quite take it, and now Wolf's got his lurk back up. They need to focus on the weapons upgrades and stay alive and get more done in these combat. They're losing a lot more fights than I would hope at this point. Mau got the 1v1 up against Wolf. Wolf's not really taking him. Wolf's low, he has to retreat from this point.
I'll be very aggressive. And Wolf almost goes down 7%. You know what I mean? God, that's exactly what we've been talking about. You can't do that. Weapons 1 being started by the Marines. They're sitting on 4 extractors, about to lose Overlook here. And I'm glad to see that there's 2 Marines in the C12 vicinity, because this is the bigger play. Take down the Harvester that's already creating income. Don't worry about Nanogrid right away. You know you've already cleared that. You know that's a big expense to them. Clear the stuff that's already making them money.
Yeah, weapons 2 are started. It's just looking really good. The lack of life forms could really cost them over the next 2 minutes or 3 minutes. They will still get the fades up in a pretty reasonable time. Deny C12 and Pipeline though, you'll deny those fades as long as possible, and you'll be able to work on your weapons and your shotguns. They did very well in their shotguns in round 2. It's up to iMAGINE to take that back, keep using those shotguns as well as they did in the previous rounds. Wob versus Wolf, and Wolf is so reckless. Oh my gosh.
Wow, that freaking med packing was just ridiculous right there. Taking out the Skulk in perfect fashion, allowing him to take on that lurk 1-to-1. And really taking Wolf down quite a bit and forcing him to go back to the hive to heal before he can go out and assault again.
It's really sad that the small number of aliens that are actually involved in this combat is just doing so well, because iMAGINE really should be holding and pushing successfully at this point. They're only up against 1 lurk, and they've got weapons 1, armor 1. That's pretty strong.
Yeah, a win like they had up there in Marine Start, they should have taken out more of this res, and it's really causing a problem right now that they haven't. Looks like C12 is going to get de-infested here finally, and they've got pressure on Wolf down here at the neck. He's got to come and back him up as quickly as he can, because they really need to get this one down as well. And this would be a lot easier to get down, since all you have to do is pop that 1 cyst.
Yeah, iMAGINE have really screwed this up over the past 60 seconds, really just failing in combat. Refusing to kill this lurk is a big mistake. He's on 20%, take him out.
Oh, God!
The axe out against the lurk.
And now Ray coming in from behind is going to try to clean up B1. He does go down. They don't pop the assist. You do lose the Harvester in C12, but, you know, look what's happened now. Now you've got 2 Harvesters up in Nanogrid. You've got Onzor in here right now trying to clear as much as he can. He did pop the assists around. Well, no, he hasn't, actually. All infestation still going on in here, trying to get that Drifter down. But double whips and a Crag making his life a little bit difficult in here.
They're going into 4 extractors very soon. Onzor sitting in Nanogrid just to slow the aliens down, make it harder for them. If he gets a double kill, that'd be really nice. He doesn't quite take it, but that's acceptable. B1's now in a little bit more of aggressive position. Wob has been parasited on the West Junction position, and Dams and Eagle Eye have just been harassing, and that's kept them in the game, and that's even the recovery state at this point. Snails are just going high on extract and harvesters, and they've been dealing really well with the extractors on the opposition side. Taking back Nanogrid, I'm not sure how quite they managed it. They seem to have just gotten a lot more kills than I would have expected from the Snails in this in that section of the game.
Well,
and Wolf has been doing so well.
Yeah, they've been doing a really good job of clearing off people on the Skylight side, so they haven't been able to reinforce and keep pressure on the left side. So the aliens have been really winning those encounters, allowing them to keep their Harvesters up and allowing them to secure Nanogrid as well as they did.
Ozil's going to get taken out. B1 comes around the corner, doesn't quite back him up in time. And they're going to lose a lot of extractors again, and it's just very reactive and slow from the Marines. They're refusing to take any kills right now. And it's really costing them. It's costing them extractors. They still have weapons 2, armor 1, and the shotguns are now in position. They're finally buying shotguns and welders. And maybe this is it. Maybe this is where they finally start taking the Snails stuff down.
We're at fade timing. You've got 3 shells up, which means that you got the carapace for those fades. Wolf has been a pretty effective lurk, although he's gone really low health-wise a couple times, having to retreat. Even right now, taking it very low. Down he goes! Wolf getting taken out by B1's pistol there in East Junction. And that is really tough because you know they're counting on Umbra. The fact that they got 4 harvesters, though, means those lurks are going to be able to come out again if they want them.
Wow, B1 gets taken up by a Skulk. Dams comes into a backup as well. Ancestral got a 1v1 up against a Fade. Needs the med packs there. Some really nice shotgun blasts, but not quite enough, and he doesn't quite take him, and this is how you lose games. Oh my gosh, imagine you had this, and now it's looking really bad.
Yeah, now you look at the map.
Skulks and a lurk.
It's just spreading with infestation everywhere. You've got Onzar and Wav down here in subsector. They've got to find a way to push forward. Eagle Eye taking a lot of damage from Malga, but the second, I believe that's Dams coming in to support him, and they're just going to clean up that single Fade, no problem. I think Phase Tech would probably be a wise investment for the Marines at this point.
Yeah, they could afford that. It would be nice to have it in system waypointing right now. It's going to take time, of course, and they're actually going for the power node in there. Yep, that's the right call. They're going for it. They're going for the Phase Tech. It's going to take some time.
Yeah, they don't have the obs back at base. Well, they do. It's been placed but not built. B1 leaving right away. Nobody building back at base. And so that's, you know, we're a good minute away from phase gates at least. And that's tough.
Wow, I mean, investing up to Topo.
You need to be able to push out. You know, you need to be able to get past your choke point, which is keeping you at your naturals. And right now, you know, they are playing very aggressive on the Snails side.
I don't know how Snails have done it. I don't know how they've kept iMAGINE defensive for that midsection of the game. But the fact that they did, got up to 5 harvesters, they got the fades up, they got good upgrades, they could potentially get a second hive up in pipeline, or they got to do a save for it, which you can see from the T-res. They're not far from that if that's their idea. And the observatory is coming up, I suppose. It's not even done yet. There's the claim of the hive, and it's looking bad for iMAGINE now.
Yeah,
really bad.
5 harvesters and a second hive coming. Yeah, tough. One benefit to them right now, they're getting good shots with these shotguns. You know, they've got to be able to clear something. The Armor 2 will definitely help them in these engagements moving forward. But they can't afford to lose many more shotguns as the P-res is starting to dwindle for a lot of players on the Marine team.
Yeah, something about iMAGINE today. They've just been a little bit off. The aim has not been on point. It's just been a little bit unimpressive. Wob's been doing pretty well. You can see from the score, Onzor as well. But in general, I've just not been completely impressed by some of the rifles and shotgun shots we've been seeing today. Skulk's getting away with too much. Wolf has that lurk playing highly recklessly and still getting away with it for far too long. And it just kept the Snails in the game for a very long time with a lot of resources. And you can see how that pays off. Easy to see at this point how that pays off. 30% on that second hive. Double fades with a good amount of biomass. And a triple shell with the regen or carapace. Both.
Okay, this could be a big opportunity for him here down in subsector. Double shotguns. As both fades come in with the help of 2 skulks, the skulks seem to be doing what they need to do as one skulk goes down and Dams cleans up that final Marine. Well played by the aliens, and I think they've just got the momentum now.
Yes, indeed. I don't know how iMAGINE could recover from this point. They're just... They could clear the fade.
Oh!
Nice one. Get caught on a railing. Really well done. That's good. That's a good start. That's a good start to a recovery.
Except that they're still at fade res. You know, Wolf or King Yo could go fade. They could hold out. Honestly, at this point, holding 5 harvesters, it is not going to take you very long to get to Onos. And then just push into Marine start and overwhelm the spawn queue.
Wow, King Yo taking B1 alone there, even though he had a shotgun in his hands. And Ray takes on Ancestral. And then that's 2 more Marines cleared up. So another shotgun pretty much... Oh no, Onzor managed to recover it. Nice one.
Working on the power over in Topo, but it looks like the phase tech done. They want system waypointing, but look at this double whip crag in here, bone wall.
Nice.
Well played. I mean, this, you know, Snails is just playing this exactly how they need to. Looks like we did lose a lurk over in the Topo side after taking out the power.
Yes, but I'm sure he can. You can imagine he doesn't really mind being that aggressive. Double fade trying to take on subsector. The scan goes down. Malgrim Wob should be prepared for this. Wolf runs out of energy, but he just escapes before it becomes a problem. And are they considering the phase gate in subsector? It's acceptable. It's a little bit more defensive than system waypointing. Looks like they are.
It can be just as hard a room to come out of, though. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. It looks like there's pressure coming to Marines. Start to get an idea of what's going on up here. It is double IP. B1 going down immediately as they come in. The arms life still at 50%, and they don't really recognize that. Highvol coming out of the chair against 2 fades as Wild comes back through the gate with a shotgun. Wolf taking a lot of damage. Can he catch Dams?
He runs out of energy.
Yes!
Fucking awesome from Wob. He takes him with a double shot there. Awesome stuff. And I can't remember who that was, but he ran out of energy on the retreat, which is a big mistake from that fade. I believe it was Dams, or yeah, it must have been Dams. Leaving the base with no energy, he was just going to release. Oh, he's taken him! Malcolm takes him in subsector. What the hell?
So now this is going to give some good momentum to the Marines. They've got to capitalize on this. They've got to clear stuff as quickly as they can before those life forms can come back out. This is potentially going to take the aliens down to 4 harvesters, but they've got enough res to go Onos, to go Fade, to go Lurk. I mean, they have the res. The 5 harvesters just brings that P-res income in way too much. They have to capitalize on this. They've got to clear at least system waypoint right now.
Yeah, subsector phase gate is still up. Dams is about to clear 1 Marine, maybe the second one. Malgo with a medium range shotgun blast. And Dams isn't actually taking that much damage. There it is. That's nice. That's very, very nice.
But that delays. It delays. Look, that was 30 seconds of combat there. No income off the 3rd extractor being built. No clearing and system waypointing. And now they've got a Lurk back up. So Ray has gone Lurk. We've got Kinyo holding probably for upgrade for his Onos. And this game is not over yet.
Yes, we're about 2 P-res away from 1 Onos, 2 Fades. Potentially, depends if they want to play those life forms. Some people don't want to play other life forms. And somewhat respectable, although I don't commend it too much. But that's what we could be seeing with a Lurk and a Skulk, which is a nice combination. We've got Umbra, we've got Leap, we've got Triple Shell, Triple Spurt, and Metabolize. That's a very, very strong alien team, and we've only got Weapon 2, Armor 2 from the Marines. Pretty good subsector phase gate, not too good, and they are almost up to 5 extractors, but Snails on 4 harvesters pretty safely. It's almost a stalemate, but Snails definitely have somewhat of an advantage.
Well, and again, you know, they're holding the Marines to this area. I mean, this isn't a great position for the alien, I mean, for the Marines to be in. It is system waypointing is now kind of a crutch to everything that they're doing. If they can clear this room, that's going to help them a bit. They definitely got to get this infestation down. They don't want to be having to deal with bone wall in this room right now. Ray taking a lot of damage, goes down with a shotgun to the back of his feet.
Nice one. I didn't even see it. I was looking at the guy. I didn't even see it. I don't understand that.
It's the curse of the casters. We never see it right when it's in front of us.
So these 3 guys, they need to be careful. Like, as soon as they leave subsector and system waypointing, that thing is risky as hell. But it looks like they're trying to push into cargo. They scan the hive. They've got a plan. Their plan is the hive, and there's no Fades or Onos just yet. They haven't infested.
Nobody could shoot Ray right there. If that's that was just a little bit difficult as it was unhittable. And yeah, they're going straight for the hive. Nobody here, and they're just melting this thing down to 82% with the first clips, clearing the Skulks as they come through. King Yo coming through now. Now they're taking the focus off the hive, which is really good. It's what they need to do. One of these shotgunners needs to be focused completely on the hive. Yeah, scan it so these guys can see where these Skulks are.
Nice, cleaning up. There's 2 Skulks remaining, but they've got 4 Marines. Can they clear up the Skulks? They've taken it. There's only 3 Marines. Nice one. They've taken the hive. That's the 3 biomass hive.
Shoot!
That's the eggs. Go for the hive, guys.
Yeah, just melt the hive. They've got to move themselves into a position to take you down. Melt the flippin' hive. I cannot stand this when we watch. See, all these guys have to move to the back of the room. Then they jump forward to get the kills, and they're just killing them in air with shotgun blasts at weapons 2, and then armor 2 is definitely coming into play. And now they're going to be able to clean them up. I think they could have taken that hive.
Melga's going to take him with a pistol. He's 6 dead. 6 dead, 2 respawn. Melga's reloading a shotgun. He's taken him!
What?
Oh! Damn!
Oh, they could have finished that hive.
The whole time.
But here we go. 4-man push from a new gate and system waypointing. Now they're going to melt it again. It's at 40%. They're going to be able to just focus on this thing because there's no eggs here. There's no eggs at pipeline either.
And there's a fade on the far side. Nice one. They can take this. Just focus it. Take it out. Focus it, please.
You don't need 5 people shooting a Skulk. Just focus on the hive. All right, there we go. Knocks him down to 2 biomass. Caused them to lose Leap, Umbra, Metabolize, the Crag abilities, the shells and spurs at the back of the hive. They're leaving him. They're saying, screw it. We're going to go maybe for a forward phase gate and just melt this thing.
Dams needs to be careful. He's a single fade. Oh, there's an Onos
thing! And it's not getting misted! Go! Go! Scan the hive! Oh, no!
Oh, Jesus.
Do you know how easy they could have got in there? This is their
They're
only
investing into the
forward
fight.
momentum.
This is dangerous for both teams.
Yeah. Oh my god, they're shooting left and right. All the skulks going down. Can they finish off the skulks? They do against the two fades. They're going to lose this gate, though. It's their only forward momentum gate. They've popped the sis, which are going to be really easy to get back for the alien team, but they're going to lose the harvester in cargo. And it looks like the Crag is going to keep everything alive. Wow.
One scan, and they would have seen there were 2 eggs. They would have hopefully guessed that maybe an Onos or a fade. It was an Onos and a fade. And they would have cleared those 2 eggs and maybe won the game. That would have been demoralizing. Look at the upgrades, all gone. Where are the shells and the spurs gone? What happened? Do they all die?
They died, no infestation. Or he moved them. Did he move them?
No, they were killed.
Wow.
They've reclaimed those 3 spurs. They got a lot of money, but... Bug has been claimed.
Alright, 4 Marines. I would take out the harvester as you're headed down there. I mean, you've already used the scan. They know you're coming. They're going to go for a neck phase gate. Where is the Onos? The Onos is at pipeline. He's here at the neck. Phase gate is up. I think you armory block this so he can't get through.
Or push him.
And I think you just robo it, even though you're at 2 extractors.
They need to hit the
behind
base.
You, behind you! You've got to focus.
They're not hitting anything. They're not hitting anything. Ryosis goes down, but he's the commander. You've got to hurt the fade more than that.
Onos is
One
hurt
goes down
already, but he's going to get healed up pretty quick from that hive. They've got to take these fades out. They can't. They're going to have to retreat right now.
Nice. Eagle Eye goes to 1%. They don't quite take him. They're trying to retreat. The Skulk's going to clear him up. The double IP, though, means that these guys will respawn and come straight through, and they can't push that phase gate yet. Cargo's
been dropped. Onos cannot overcommit, especially with that phase gate right there. Somebody needs to be moving around the rest of the map, recapping res for the Marines as they're down to 1 extractor right now.
I think they're going to forget about resources and just take the win or the loss at this point. I think they're saying this is the end. This is the last 60 seconds for either of them teams. And they're focusing that Onos, which is good, but the Fade can do so much damage if you leave him be.
Yeah, and see, and then they're all out of, you know, any kind of ammo by the time they push in. They don't get in. The Crag and the Hive there to heal, and now they're just going to power down this gate, and I think iMAGINE just threw away the game. Wow. Man, I think they had every opportunity there to either do that dome gate instead of trying to push where they were. The forward